He was so addicted. He wasn't even sleeping at night. And I know 100% the reason my son isn't here today is because he was so addicted to social media that he wasn't sleeping at night. He couldn't understand why his body wasn't working the way it should. And it was because he wasn't sleeping, because he was so addicted to every ding and every like that it was keeping him up all night long.
You had no clue that he was struggling with mental health, not until after he died and you read all of his posts and found what he was seeing and saying on social media. What did you find?
That is true. It was heartbreaking because at first we had no idea. I mean, there was no warning signs. There was nothing. And what we found was that he was on his device only 3 hours a day. Was he not actively strolling, actively, being
so 21
online.
Hours a day he was on that phone?
Yes.
He was
so
exhausted. You found out he was depressed, probably from a lack of sleep as well as what he was seeing on social media.
He was so depressed. Well, he was not depressed. We did not see him depressed. We just saw this happy-go-lucky kid. It wasn't until he wasn't getting any sleep that it started to affect his body, where he was complaining, oh, my legs hurt. I'm too tired to do anything, and we had no idea.
Yeah.
And we had no idea that this algorithm would keep them attached to it.
Yeah.
That would keep them from going on with their lives, at night.
And there were no signs. He was a great student. He'd been accepted at college. He was an athlete.
Yeah. Oh, he had a full ride. I mean, he was everything. And he literally didn't understand why his body was not working the way it's supposed to. I mean, he just could not understand that. And it was the lack of sleep that made his body break down. The lack of sleep.
The night when you found him, when he was dead, his phone was still on and still in his hand. You say the last moments of his life he was posting on social media.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't kill himself without posting first. He posted at 3 different sites. He posted Godspeed. He posted who turned out the lights, and if there's a God, he's going to have to ask me for forgiveness on different sites.
Matt,
before he pulled the trigger.
Matt, you are representing Donna and her husband in their lawsuit against Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram. Is there any precedent for a wrongful death lawsuit against these social media companies?
Well, we're the first group to have done this, and we've been allowed to go forward. These companies have operated with impunity for many years, but what happened to CJ was neither an accident or coincidence. It was a direct result of the design decisions that these companies made to focus on engagement over safety. And CJ's death was a foreseeable consequence of that business decision. But these cases have gotten started. Donna's was one of the first in the country to get filed about 2 years ago. And since then, there have been many more parents who have come forward and said it's not our fault. It's not our kids' fault. It's because these companies, our products are dangerous to our kids.
Yeah, because I want you both to respond to this very quickly. A lot of people say, well, why didn't mom and dad take his phone away? Or why didn't, somebody get stricter? Or, why didn't somebody intervene sooner? Or it's the kids' fault for not,
Well, and this is what the Surgeon General is saying. If they had provided warnings, if the basic, sane appreciation of the risk, parents would know what their kids were being subjected to, and kids would have the ability to make different decisions. But what makes these products addictive is hidden. They've never disclosed how their algorithms work. They've never disclosed until some of these revelations that they're addictive by design. Yeah. So we think that Surgeon General Murthy is on the right track. Give people a sane appreciation of the risk and they're likely to make the right decisions, particularly the parents.
Donna, would a warning label have made any difference for you?
I believe, yes, I think so, because I believe that if we knew the algorithm was that dangerous and that it was going to keep him up at night and make him so addictive, we wouldn't have let him take it to his room.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.